I've just found out that if we don't change our water filters regularly, bacteria can accumulate in them and contaminate our filtered water. So I've gathered water samples from 5 different households who use water filters, including my own. I've taken 2 samples each from these households, 1 of filtered water and 1 of regular tap water. I'm sending the samples to the lab for testing today. I want to know how effective water filters really are in our homes. It's been a week since I dropped off my water samples at the lab for testing. And the results are out. I've also invited the households I took the samples from. Turns out, the bacteria count for tap water taken from 4 of the households were all under 500. Some as low as less than 1. A bacteria count of 500 is the safe limit imposed by the Singapore Food Agency. But when it came to filtered water from these 4 households, 3 of them had bacteria counts that were between 9,000 to a whopping 25,400. But one household bucked the trend. Household 5's tap water had a bacteria count of 13,600. Its filtered water, a bacteria count of less than 1. Dr. Guillaume Droulet spearheaded this test. He's going to help us make sense of the numbers.
There are reasons to explain why you could have regrowth of bacteria in the different filters.
My number is about 25,000, which is like a lot more.
Yeah, that sounds pretty high.
Was your filter changed recently or?
It's changed 1 month past the supposed
So, so you have used it longer than what the manufacturers recommends, right? Okay, that could explain the high bacterial count. So the longer you keep your filter running, the higher probability that you will have a regrowth of bacteria. So it's very important to follow the schedule proposed by the manufacturers.
But even then, so I actually did just change my filter about a month ago. I would have thought there should be, well, almost no bacteria since it's almost a brand new filter, right?
So bacteria regrow very fast. So as soon you have nutrients and surface to regrow, you will have development of a biofilm.
Is this bacteria harmful for us?
Yes and no. Not all bacteria are bad. There are some good bacteria. If you drink probiotics, you will ingest a lot more bacteria than that. So it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It means that you have an increase of bacteria, meaning potentially there could be some pathogenic bacteria regrowing in your filter. Okay. If you don't have a control of this, it could be a problem.
So in the filter, we may be collecting bacteria, both good and bad, and we just don't know which one.
And you can't control it.
And
this is why technically the water from POB is safer, because there is a control here. So the water you receive at the tap has been treated by the public utility boards and contain chlorine to forbid regrowth. The filter may remove some of this chlorine and act as a place where the bacteria can actually start regrowing.
But Wendy has some unusual results.
Wendy is from household 5, where our tests showed that the level of bacteria for her tap water was shockingly at a count of 13,600, compared to her filtered water, which had a bacteria count of less than 1.
The question to ask here is, what could have created those higher presence of bacteria directly from the tap?
Right.
So you may consider that the filter here has done the job, but for me, I will take these results with a cautious step and maybe start investigating to find out where the source of the issue in that case could be.
Knowing these results, will you still continue using your water filter?
I would say yes, because the water filter makes my water taste a bit better. But definitely I would change my filter on time and also boil the water. Yeah.
Clean water is a major contributor to health and vitality. The Doulton filter acts as a highly effective barrier, protecting you and your family from harmful particles and pathogenic bacteria in the water supply, while still allowing beneficial minerals to pass through. The special biotech silver within the Doulton filter inhibits microbiological growth, providing superior antibacterial properties.